Hello, fellow people. First of all, thumbs up on this thing right here, right now. Oh my goodness, love this guy. He absolutely nails it. By the way, I'm one of the few women that thought his wife was out of order. That whole scene that she released should have been private. So I think she bamboozled him, and she got tired of being the actual wife that he clearly vetted for. She was playing around. But let me not sidetrack, because this absolutely nails it. This is for every young woman out there who is absolutely not understanding their role as a wife. Okay? It's more of a focus on what the next guy's about to say, but listen to it throughout. You know it's Steven Crowder. It is going to be some funny stuff in there. But this is it should be cut and clipped all over the internet, in my opinion. Here we go.
Can you go back to the end of that quote for me, please? It's right here.
Heterosexual fairy tale that never really benefited women to begin with.
Okay, so you do realize that before the fairy tale, we were just raping and pillaging, right? And the raping and pillagers were very strong to be rape and pillage-esque.
Yeah.
And you had no protection whatsoever. The deal was, make a home for me, make children, and I will protect you from the rapers and pillagers.
Right.
I think that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you like being raped and pillaged.
Right.
Then maybe you're right.
Well, now you're not going to be raped and pillaged by a man, but by snap and ringdings. And so that's what ravages. Women are now lonelier, fatter, less mentally healthy, and they blame everyone but themselves. Here's the worst part. Here's what makes women most angry. Feminists in particular, but women in general.
Yep.
Men are checking out. The ideal is they would like to have a woman, they would like to have a wife, they would like to have a nuclear family, traditional roles. Most men. Not all. Okay? But men who've checked out, they're still able to be happy.
Whoo! Whoo! Smoking gun right there. Listen carefully, ladies. Listen carefully, because this is just,
Themselves. Women are not. You can lie to yourself all you want. And what's evil about this, and I mean it, what is evil about this, young women, don't buy into this. The same woman writing this, very likely, either she's already sort of crossed over and there's no hope for her, or she's about to hit the end of her biological window, and she is going to be in a rush to go, hold on, let me try and get a man and a family, and then it's too late. So if you buy into this when you're young, the problem is that can wreck your life if you ever actually think you may grow up and want those things. And men don't have that. Men don't have that biological window.
And that is the key. And that is how it's always been. Before I move on to this next screenshot for you all to capture, back in my day, women actually kind of accepted that they would be old maids in this country. In fact, we used to have a card game called Old Maid. It was something that women, in a good way, we're taught you should get married, because just like the guy just said, the trade-off is protection. You can't protect yourself from a man. I don't care how much you think you're a man. Until you get knocked around by a dude, you do not understand what you're really up against. And let's flip over to here. You unhappy motherfuckers, and you did it to yourselves. Isn't this something? Isn't this something? They keep telling you that these men are miserable. And by the way, go back. Please go back and watch the rest of this, because he throws up some stats on how the men have checked out. In the age group of 18 to 29, 63% of them are happy without you. I don't think you understand. You have dug yourselves a grave for the first time in American history. You've made yourself so unwanted. And on top of it, half of you, more than half of you, are batshit crazy, spoiled, rotten brats. Look at this. Significantly large shares of young women report needing mental health services in the past 2 years. And look at this demographic right here. Prime age for marrying, 64% of you. And you're trying to convince the world you're happy? Blow it out your pie hole. I love this report. Go back and watch it. You're going to love it too. Thank you, Stephen. Keep steering this ship for young men.